Sometimes, a single glance can ignite a fire you never expected. What began as innocent looks across the dinner table quickly spiraled into an uncontainable passion, hidden behind closed doors and stolen moments. That evening, I was hosting my friends at my home. The dinner table was filled with laughter and conversation, but my mind was fixated on one person, my friend's husband. I remember the moment he walked into the room, greeting everyone with a casual warmth. My heart nearly stopped. Tall, confident, with a charming smile. He wasn't just another guest tonight. For me, he was everything. As we sat down and the conversations flowed, I couldn't help but steal glances at him. Did he notice me? Did he feel the same pull I did? My heart raced uncontrollably. Each time our eyes met, it felt like he understood exactly what I was thinking. There was an invitation in his gaze, a magnetic draw. While everyone else chatted and laughed, my world had gone silent, leaving only him. As time passed, an invisible game began between us. Small smiles, fleeting glances, subtle movements of my eyebrows to catch his attention. It was a dance, and he responded. His eyes met mine with a look that carried meaning far beyond words. A fire had ignited inside me. I wanted him, and there was no way to extinguish it. At one point, I excused myself to the kitchen, hoping to calm the storm inside me. But I wasn't alone for long. He followed me. Standing silently in the doorway, his presence filled the room, and the world around me faded. His eyes locked on mine, and my heart pounded so loudly I was certain he could hear it. "Do you need any help?" he asked. But this wasn't an ordinary question. His tone carried a weight that pulled me in. He stepped closer, and I felt the heat rise within me. My thoughts were clouded with desire. I wanted him, plain and simple. And then, we were so close. I could feel his breath on my face. He hesitated for a moment, but then his hand gently took mine. My heart threatened to leap out of my chest. I tried to tell him don't with my eyes, but my lips wouldn't move. I had lost myself in the moment. In an instant, our lips met. Not softly, not innocently. Every suppressed emotion within me erupted like an uncontrollable wave. I pulled him closer, letting him feel the depth of my need. His hands gripped my waist, holding me tightly against him. In that moment, there was no turning back. When he pressed me against the wall, his kiss was hard and consuming, as though he was claiming every part of me. It wasn't surrender, it was fire. Both of us knew we had crossed a line we could never uncross. When we finally broke apart, our breaths were heavy and uneven. We didn't speak, but our eyes said everything. This moment had to remain a secret, yet its impact lingered in the air between us. As I walked back to the table, I knew this night would stay with me forever, etched into my memory like a brand. Returning to the dining room, facing everyone felt like the hardest thing I'd ever done. But I could still feel the traces of that moment in my eyes, the warmth of his touch lingering on my lips. The conversations and laughter around me faded into a distant hum. My eyes found him again, seated casually at the table as if nothing had happened. Yet the secret we shared hung heavy in the air, known only to us. It was then I realized this night had left an unforgettable mark on me. After the guests left, I threw myself onto my bed, staring at the ceiling. My thoughts circled endlessly. Was this wrong, or was it simply inevitable? My heart still raced from that brief but intense moment we shared. I didn't know where these feelings would lead, or if anything like it would ever happen again. But one thing was certain. Tonight was a night where boundaries were crossed, and passion took control. And if I had the chance to relive it all, I wouldn't change a thing. If this story resonated with you and you have a similar experience, share it in the comments. Who knows? Our next video might tell your story. Share your hidden emotions and moments with us, and let's explore more passion-filled tales together.